Mr. Cheever, go into the court and bring the children here. Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me you sat in my court callously lying when you knew people would hang by your evidence? Answer me.
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you're lying?
No, sir, I'm with God now.
You are with God now.
Sir?
I tell you this, you are either lying now or you are lying in court. In either case, you have committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I'm with God. I'm with God.
Ruth Putnam is not in the court, sir, nor the other children.
These are sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend, Mary Warren, has given us a deposition in which she swears she never saw any familiar spirits, apparitions, or any manifest of the devil. She also claims that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law based on the Bible writ by Almighty God, forbids the practice of witchery and describes death as a penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and the Bible damn all bearers of false witness. Now, it does not escape me that this deposition may be devised to blind us. It may very well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan and sent here to distract our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak true, I bid you drop your guile and confess your pretense. A quick confession will go easier for you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very auger pit will now be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either one of you change your position, or do you force me to hard questioning?
I have naught to change, sir. She lies.
You will go on with this, Mary Warren?
Aye, sir.
A puppet was discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in court when she made it. You saw her make it, and witnessed that she herself stuck the needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you see any puppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no puppets. Mary Warren confesses it was her puppet.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever.
when I spoke with Goody Proctor in that house, she said she never kept no puppets. But she said she did keep puppets when she were a girl.
She has not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor.
But a puppet will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it is kept. But Mary Warren declares she never saw no puppets in my house, nor anyone else.
Why could there not have been puppets hid where no one ever saw them?
There might also be a dragon with 5 legs, but no one has ever seen it.
We are here, Your Excellency, precisely to discover what no one has ever seen.
Mr. Danforth, what profit this girl to turn herself about? What may Mary Warren gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous, cool plot to murder. Do you know that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child murder your wife?
It is no child. Now hear me, sir. In the sight of the congregation, she were twice this year put out of this meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What's that, laughter during prayer?
Excellency, she were under Tituba's power then, but she is solemn now.
Aye, now she is solemn and goes to hang people.
Quiet, man.
Surely it have no bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplation of murder.
Aye. Continue, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, tell the governor how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, ever since I come to Salem, this man is blackening my name.
In a moment, sir. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor?
Abigail leads the girls to the wood, Your Honor. They have danced there naked.
Your Honor, this...
Mr. Paris discovered them himself in the dead of night. There's the child she is.
Mr. Paris?
I can only say this. I never found any of them
But
naked,
you
and this man...
discovered them dancing in the woods, Abigail?
Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny this, Mr. Paris?
I do not. But I never saw any of them naked.
But she have danced.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, will you permit me?
Proceed.
You say you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents?
No, sir.
And yet, when people accused of witchery confronted you in court, you would faint, saying their spirits came out of their bodies and choked you.
They were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times in your skin. Would I see Mr. Danforth?
Yes, I've seen that many times.
She only pretended to faint, Excellency. They're all marvelous pretenders.
Then can she pretend to faint now?
Now,
Why not? Now there are no spirits attacking her, for none in this courtroom is accused of witchcraft. Let her turn herself cold now. Let her pretend she is being attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
Aye, faint! And prove to us how you pretended so many times in this courtroom.
I cannot faint now, sir.
can you not pretend it?
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that here there are no afflicting spirits loose, but in court there were some?
I never saw no spirits.
Then see no spirits now, and prove to us how you can make yourself faint by your own will, as you claim.
I cannot do it.
Then you will confess, will you not, that it were attacking spirits made you faint?
No, sir.
Your Honor, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. I used to faint because I thought I saw
thought
spirits.
you saw them.
But I did not, Your Honor.
How could you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how, but I did. I heard the other girls screaming, and you, Your Honor, you seemed to believe them. It were only sport in the beginning, sir, but then the whole world cried, "Spirit, spirit!" I promise you, Mr. Danforth, I only thought I saw them, but I did not.
Surely your Excellency will not be taken by this simple lie.
Abigail, I bid you search your heart and tell me this. But beware of it, child. To God every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible on them who take life without cause. Is it possible the spirits you have seen are illusions only? Some deception that may have crossed your mind?
Base question, sir.
Child, I would have you
I have been
consider it.
hurt, Mr. Danforth. I've seen my blood running out. I've been near to murdered every day because I done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward to be denied, mistrusted,
Child, I do
questioned.
not mistrust
Let you
you.
beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you to be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits? Beware of it. There's...
What is it, child?
I know not. A wind. A cold wind has come.
Abby? Your Honor, I freeze.
They're pretending.
She's cold, Your Honor. Touch her.
Mary, do you send this shadow on me? Lord, save me. I freeze.
The wind, a wind.
Abby, don't do that.
Mary Warren, do you witch her? I say to you, do you send your spirits out?
Let me go, Mr. Proctor. I cannot. I cannot.
Oh, Heavenly Father, take away this shadow.
How do you call heaven? Oh!
No! Take your hands off her!
Man, what do you do?
It is a whore.
You
Mr.
charge...
Danforth, he is lying.
Marka now, she'll suck a scream to stab me with.
You will prove this. This will not pass.
I have known her, sir. I have known her.
You are a lecher.
John, you must not tell
Now,
such
Francis, I wish you had some evil in you that you might know me. A man will not cast away his good name. You surely know that.
In what time? In what place?
In the proper place where my beasts are bedded. On the last night of my joy, some 8 months past. She used to serve me in my house, sir. A man may think God sleeps. But God sees everything. I know it now. I beg you, sir. I beg you, see her what she is. My wife, my dear good wife, took this girl soon after, sir, and put her out on the high road. And being what she is, a lump of vanity, she... Excellency, forgive me. Forgive me. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. And well she might, for I thought of her softly. God help me, I lusted, and there is a promise in such sweat. But it is a whore's vengeance, and you must see it, sir. I set myself entirely in your hands. I know you must see it now.
You will deny every scrap and tittle of this.
If I must answer that, I will leave, and I will not come back.
I have made a bell of my honor. I have wrung the doom of my good name. You will believe me, Mr. Danforth. My wife is innocent, except she knew a whore when she saw one.
What look do you give me? I don't have such looks.
Remain where you are. Mr. Paris, go into the courtroom and bring Goodwife Proctor here.
Your Excellency.
Bring her here! And tell her not a word of what has been spoken. And knock before you enter. Now we will touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman.
In her life, sir, she have never lied. There are them that cannot sing and them that cannot weep. My wife, sir, cannot lie. I've paid much to learn it.
And when she put this girl out of your house, she put her out for a harlot?
Aye, she did.
And she knew her for a harlot?
Aye, she knew her for a harlot.
Good, then. And if she tell me it was for harlotry, girl, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Turn your back. Turn your back. You likewise. Neither of you are to face Goody Proctor. No one in this court will say one word or raise a gesture, aye or nay. Come in. Mr. Cheever, report the testimony in all its exactness. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Come here, woman. Look at me only, not at your husband. In my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? Look at me, woman, not at your husband. The answer is in your memory. You need no help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She was...
Look at me, woman. Was she slovenly? Was she lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I was sick and My husband is a good and righteous man. He's never drunk, as some are, nor wasting his time at the shovel board, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me, and this girl...
Look at me.
Hi, sir. Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her, and so one night I lost my wits, I think, and I put her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man.
Then he did not turn from you? Look at me, woman. To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer me. Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Marshal, remove her.
Elizabeth,
she has spoken, remove her.
Elizabeth, I have confessed it.
Oh, God!
She only thought to save my name.
Excellency, it is a natural lie to tell. I beg you, stop now before another is condemned. I may shut my conscience to it no more. Private vengeance is working through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has struck me true. By my oath to heaven, I believe him now. And I pray you call back his wife.
This woman has not spoke one word of lechery. This man has lied.
I believe him. This girl has always struck me false, sir. She has...
What is it, child? What is it? Child!
Begone,
What's
I say.
there? Child, girls, why do you...
It's on the beam behind the rafter.
Where?
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's a bird? I see no bird.
My face. My face.
Mr. Hale.
Quiet, man.
But
You see a bird.
Quiet.
God made my face. You cannot want to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary. Abby. Oh, Mary, this is a black art to change your shape. No, I cannot stop my mouth. It's God's work I do.
Abby, I'm here.
Mr. Danforth, they're pretending.
Oh, Mary, please don't come down.
Claws. She's stretching her claws.
Lies! Lies!
Mary, please don't hurt me.
I'm not hurting her.
Why does he see this vision?
She sees nothing.
She says nothing.
Abby, you mustn't.
Abby, you mustn't.
I'm here. I'm here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Mary Warren, draw back your spirit out of them.
Mr. Danforth. Mr. Danforth.
Have you compacted with the devil, have you?
Never, never.
Never, never.
Why can they only repeat you?
Give me a whip, I'll stop it.
They're sporting. They're
sporting.
Abby, stop it.
Abby, stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
A little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others. Where do you find this power?
I have no power.
I have no power.
They're culling you,
Why
mister.
have you turned back these last 2 weeks? Have you seen the devil? Have you?
You cannot believe them.
Mary, goddamn's all liars.
Have you seen the devil? Have you compacted with Lucifer? Have you?
Goddamn's liars, Mary.
I cannot understand you. What do you say? You will confess or you will hang.
No.
Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me.
Mary, remember the angel do that which is good and no harm
The
shall
wings
come.
are spreading. Oh, Mary, oh, don't. Oh,
I
please,
hear nothing,
please,
Your
Daddy.
Honor.
Where do you find this power? Speak.
She's going to come down. She's walking the beam.
Will you speak?
I cannot.
Cast the devil out, child. Look him in the face. Trample him. We can
Look
save you,
out!
Mary. You must stand
He's
fast
coming
against him.
Mary, tell the deputy governor what they do.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Mary.
You're the devil's man.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Mary,
I'll
how?
not hang with you. I love God. I love God.
He bid you do the devil's work.
He come at me by night and every day to sign.
Sign. Sign what?
The devil's book. He come with a book.
My name. He want my name. I'll murder you. He says if my wife hangs, we must go and overthrow the court. He says.
Mr. Hale.
He wake me every night. His eyes like coals and his fingers claw my neck and I sign.
Excellency, this child's gone wild.
Mary.
No, I
Mary.
love God. I go your way no more. I love God. I bless God. Oh, Abby. Abby, I'll never hurt you more.
What are you, mister? You are combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power. You cannot deny it. What say you, mister?
Excellency.
I will have no more from you, Mr. Hale. Will you confess yourself befouled with hell? Or will you keep this black allegiance yet? What say you, mister?
I say, God is dead.
Hear it. Hear it.
A fire is burning. I hear the boot of Lucifer. I see his filthy face. And it's my face and yours, Danforth. For them that quail to bring men out of ignorance, as I have quailed, and as you quail now, when you know in all your black hearts that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn together.
Marshal, take him and Corey with him to jail.
I denounce these proceedings.
You are pulling heaven down and raising up a whore.
I denounce these proceedings. I quit this court.
Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!